welcome back. I didn't expect a wild boar to tear apart a Texas city, costing millions of dollars to challenge everything. I'm ready to face them. One shot will reveal the truth right here. According to the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, wild boars are an exotic, invasive species that is wreaking havoc on Texas's native ecosystems. The state's wild boar population causes extensive damage to plants, animals, people, and the state's economy. Texas is home to more wild boars than any other state. While attacks on humans are extremely rare, they do happen. In 2019, Texans were attacked by large pigs, the most serious attack by feral pigs recorded since 1825, according to the New York Times. A lack of predators, a general attitude toward their habitat and diet, and a high reproduction rate have allowed feral pigs to spread throughout the state. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, TPWD, warns that if left unchecked, the feral pig population could triple in a year. As a result, anyone in Texas who agrees to the law can raise pigs without a license. To fight back, I decided to take a different approach for my next night boar hunting, using a compound bow instead of a rifle. People often ask what weapons hunters use, why some choose bows, and how we make it work. Let me walk you through my preparation and why I picked this method. I couldn't let them continue to destroy the livelihoods of farmers. This time, I took a different approach, combining modern technology and strategic planning to outwit the wild boars. I set up camp at dusk, spreading whole corn kernels as bait. A good choice for attracting wild boars by scent. My weapon of choice was a high-powered compound bow, equipped with a night vision scope for accurate shooting in the dark. The name of the bow, Matthews V3X, known for its smooth firing and high accuracy, is perfect for covert nighttime boar hunting. So why don't all hunters use bows for wild boar hunting? Bows require more skill and patience than guns. You need to be closer to your target within 30 yards to get an accurate shot, and the margin for error is very small. A rifle with a thermal scope is faster and easier to take out multiple wild boars in a herd, especially at night. But bows and arrows provide a quieter, more challenging hunt with less chance of spooking the herd. For me, the key is accuracy and connecting with the ground in a way that guns can't match. Which solution would you choose? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Moved to another location, I steadied my rifle. The crosshairs locked on the boar's shoulder. One clean shot rang out and it dropped instantly. The herd bolted, but I was ready. I fired 2 more controlled shots, taking down a pair of smaller boars before they could disappear into the brush. The thermal scope made all the difference, letting me track their heat signatures in the dark. In less than a minute, the field was quiet again, with 3 boars down and the rest scattered.
Get him right there.
I also coordinate with local farmers who have started using reinforced fencing to keep boars out. It's not just about knockdown boars, it's about combining hunting with prevention to protect crops and livestock. Texas law allows anyone to hunt wild boars without a license, which means more people can join the effort. But it's the strategic use of tools like thermal scopes and trail cameras that makes the difference. In mere minutes, a single fox can decimate dozens of chickens, ducks or geese, leaving behind mangled remains and shattered livelihoods. For small farmers like Tom, a single attack can erase months of labour and income, pushing some to the brink of collapse. The spring months of September and October intensify the threat as vixen foxes hunt fiercely to feed their young, slipping through shadows to exploit any lapse in vigilance. Red foxes, driven by an instinct to take more than they need, often wiping out entire flocks of chickens, ducks or geese in minutes, while consuming only a small portion. A single fox can disrupt hundreds of birds annually, which can devastate small-scale farmers. During spring, from September to October, when vixen foxes hunt to feed their young, their activity intensifies, targeting coops under the cover of darkness when vigilance is low. They memorise patrol patterns, adjust routes to avoid detection, and sense traps or human presence. On a September evening, guided by signs of red fox activity, Tom Harris sets up 3 steel cage traps around his farm. Each trap, built from durable steel with an automatic closing door, is designed to capture foxes unharmed. He uses fresh chicken meat as bait, carefully masking the metal scent with dry grass and soil. Knowing foxes can spot obvious traps, Tom positions them in narrow paths near the fence where foxes often sneak through. He inspects each trap meticulously, ensuring flawless operation, as even a minor flaw could let a fox escape. However, Tom increasingly relies on leg-hold traps, which he finds more effective, capturing foxes in about 70% of attempts compared to 50% for cage traps. Leg-hold traps, designed to grip a fox's leg securely, yet humanely, are placed in the same strategic paths. Their compact design makes them harder for foxes to detect, and their quick activation outsmarts the animal's cautious nature. As darkness settles over Tom New South Wales' farm, he and Sarah begin their patrol, wielding bolt-action centerfire rifles like the .23 Remington. legally approved under the Game and Feral Animal Control Act 2002 for fox hunting.
Got him.
Equipped with infrared scopes, these rifles ensure accurate, humane shots in low light conditions, vital for targeting red foxes that threaten Tom's 200 chickens. Licensed under NSW firearms laws and, when on public land, a restricted game hunting license, they move cautiously, scanning with headlamps for the fox's glowing eyes. In a single night, skilled hunters like Tom and Sarah have neutralised up to 8 foxes, as seen in documented efforts by Australian farmers protecting livestock from devastating attacks. This disciplined legal rifle hunting approach has consistently safeguarded farms, with patrols preventing losses of dozens of chickens per season. As violations such as using unregistered firearms or lacking a license can lead to fines up to $110,000, 0 cents, up to 14 years in prison, and weapons seizure under the Firearms Act 1996.
Woo!
Prohibited firearms, including semi-automatic rifles and handguns, are banned for civilian hunting to ensure safety. Adhering to these laws, farmers maintain effective control over fox populations, preserving their livelihoods. To protect his New South Wales farm from red foxes, Tom Harris integrates solar-powered water sprinklers, a practical method used by many Australian farmers. Those from Pestrel detect foxes and release strong jets of water, startling them and exploiting their aversion to getting wet, prompting them to flee without direct intervention. Positioned near the co-op, the sprinklers guide foxes toward traps, enhancing protection for Tom's 200 chickens. Field tests by Agriculture Victoria confirmed these devices deter up to 80% of fox approaches in similar setups, and legally compliant solution that reduces nighttime risks when patrols aren't feasible.
Texas, one of the southern states in the United States, is facing a serious challenge to its city and local communities with the invasion of millions of wild monkeys. This monkey species is causing significant damage to the city, estimated at $75 million USD per year. In the city, the invasion of monkeys is causing a series of serious problems. It is estimated that there are between 4,000 and 5,000 monkeys causing infestation in Texas. They affect people's psychology when they operate in residential areas and even penetrate buildings where people live. They also cause traffic congestion due to street activity and create anxiety and insecurity for residents and drivers. This problem has existed for a long time and remains unresolved, requiring drastic intervention from the government and the community to find effective solutions. To deal with this problem, Texas hunters have found a countermeasure by repelling them without causing harm. If you are curious about this measure, please comment number 1. Apply this method to prevent monkeys from coming near that area anymore. That is using solar fence installation technology. The fence resembles barbed wire with many plain wires and metal posts to hold the wires in place. These components are connected to a control station containing solar batteries to provide power. The system can be installed flexibly to suit the area that needs protection. Conductors carry high voltage current. The solar fence creates a strong short shock that does not hurt the monkey, but only creates fear. Electrical pulses are completely safe because the current fluctuates from 1 to 1.2 seconds at a time. Repel. However, hunters also need to pay attention to the installation of fences, which should be placed in locations where monkeys often pass by. Safety instructions should be followed to avoid unwanted accidents. Do you find this measure strange? If where you live has not applied this method to deal with monkeys, please comment number 1 below the description. In addition, the hunter also installed a monkey repellent machine, which works based on the mechanism of emitting sound waves to chase monkeys out of the city area. When operating, the machine will emit high-frequency sound waves that humans cannot hear but monkeys can feel. Installing repellents is usually quite easy. Often the machine is designed with stands or hanging holes for installation on the ground or hanging on the wall. Needs to place the device in a protected location, making sure that the device's solar panel is placed in a place with good sunlight to recharge. Sound waves attack the pest's auditory and nervous systems, causing pain and discomfort. The only high-power ultrasonic monkey repeller with a special multi-channel modulated scanning ultrasound available in Texas. These high-intensity ultrasonic sound waves, 10 to 65 kHz, are beyond the hearing range of humans and most household pets, except pests. These nerve-suppressing sounds penetrate directly into their brains and nervous systems, making them uncomfortable. With such simple installation and use, the animal repeller becomes an effective and convenient solution for controlling pest animals in densely populated areas. Next countermeasure, in densely populated areas of Texas, monkey feeding has become a common problem. With the increase of urbanization, they often come to residential areas in search of food. To deal with this situation, Texans have developed unique measures by infusing foods with spicy substances or other flavorings into the fruits and foods they set out for them. For example, they can add hot peppers to bananas, carrots, or nuts to deter monkeys from eating them. This measure is considered effective for a short time because they often stay away from foods with pungent smells and tastes. However, later they can adapt to the spicy taste and continue to find ways to approach food despite the unpleasant taste. When dealing with invasive monkey problems, feeding them with food to attract them can be ineffective and may harm other animals. Therefore, a safer and more effective method is to use a special iron cage trap designed to trap monkeys. This iron cage trap is usually shaped like a rectangular box, with flat sides with small tubes and doors at both ends of the trap. Traps are often placed in their living areas and where they find food. When monkeys step into the trap to get food, the trap door will automatically close, trapping them inside safely and without causing injury. Each trap will be able to trap 50 to 100 fish, depending on the size of the trap. Inside the iron cage trap, you can put food that monkeys like to ensure they enter the trap easily. The Serpent Arms Model 550L air shotgun is a very popular hunting tool among the Texas hunting community. With powerful power, this takedown tool can target at speeds of up to 1,000 feet per second, making it an ideal choice for hunting monkeys in complex terrain. With the ability to use tungsten and lead pills, users can flexibly adapt to different hunting situations. Able to adjust with 3 different brightness levels to help hunters easily align and capture targets accurately. In addition, hunting tools are also highly appreciated for their performance with low gas consumption and diverse drug loading capabilities. With a special regulator and compressor, users can refill quickly and conveniently, allowing for uninterrupted hunting. Thanks to the use of hunting equipment, hunters kill about 10,000 wild monkeys each year. It is worth noting that this measure also raises ethical controversies. Knocking down wild monkeys is the most common method in Texas to control the population, but it is also one of the most controversial. On the contrary, some communities believe that this method of killing wild monkeys is cruel and unnecessary, with many advocates of this method in particular believing that this is the most effective way to control wild monkey populations. Encroachment. Maintaining a balance between controlling the natural environment, monkey populations, and ethical considerations remain a major challenge in addressing this issue, maintaining a balance between controlling them and other animals. After watching the entire video, which countermeasure do you favor the most? Please comment on number 1 if you support the measure of building electric fences using solar energy. Comment 0 if you do not agree with the Texas people's hunting methods. Thank you for watching the entire video. Click the like button and subscribe to the channel to watch the latest videos about hunters' measures to deal with invasive monkeys.
These approaches have been great at stopping the spread of some invasive species. Got any ideas for even better solutions? Drop your thoughts in the comments so we can all dive into it together. Thanks for sticking around and watching the whole video. If you liked it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, be sure to tell your friends about us too so they can check it out. Bye and see you in the next video.